for another day. Whoa, I roll it up, light it up, hit the blunt and take the pain away. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow. We getting lit just like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow. We getting lit just like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow like there's no tomorrow.
What up, what up? Welcome to Aly Nicole Fit. And on today's episode, it's a little bit different than what you're used to. Typically, I go over a whole set of exercises to complete a circuit for you for a really good workout. But today, I'm gonna go over my top 3 favorite exercises for glute development that you can do in your home with no equipment necessary. Are you ready? Because these are guaranteed to make your booty burn. So, my favorite exercises for glute development are the Bulgarian split squat, a hip thrust, and a fire hydrant. We're gonna start from the top. So a Bulgarian split squat targets your quads, your glutes, as well as your calves, hamstrings, and your abdominals. You get a full bang for your buck with these split squats. For a Bulgarian split squat, you do need something elevated to put your foot on, whether it be a chair, like I have here, your couch, a seat, you have a low-lying bench, something like that, so that way you can do the proper formation of this exercise. This is how you properly perform a Bulgarian split squat. You're gonna begin with your step behind you. You wanna be approximately 2 feet in front of your step. You're gonna take one leg, I'm gonna take my right leg, and you're gonna put it right here on top of the base of your step. Whether you want to lay it down as such with your foot lying on the bench, or using a platform here for your toes, you're able to do so. Either or, whichever one for you is more comfortable. So you still wanna be we're gonna hop into place here, 2 feet out. So that way, when you come down in your squat, you're gonna squeeze your core, push through the bottom of your heels, have a slight hinge in that waist, come down and make sure your knee, adjust here a little bit, your knee does not pass your toes. You wanna keep it in line. You're gonna inhale on the way down. Once you hit that 90-degree angle in that squat with your quad, you're gonna push through and squeeze on the way up. So you have that slight hinge at the waist, your core is contracted, and you are pushing through your left heel here, and your left quadricep and your glute on the way down. That is how you perform the Bulgarian split squat. You would then switch legs and even it out by doing the other side. If you're in a gym, you can grab dumbbells. If you have dumbbells at home, you're able to use them, or you can do them with no weight at all. Those are great to target your gluteus and your quadriceps, okay? My second favorite exercise to grow your glutes is your hip thrust. So for this one, you're also gonna need a bench or a chair. So I'm gonna use my chair to show you guys. Hip thrusts are great because they target your hamstrings as well as your gluteus medius and your maximus. So you're targeting 3 areas of your lower half in one single exercise. For the hip thrust, you're gonna place your shoulders nice and comfy right here on the edge of your step. You're gonna put your hands at your sides and have your feet planted in front of you. You don't want them too close together. You don't want them way far out there, because when you come up and squeeze through the top of your hips, you want to form a nice 90-degree angle and have your knees aligned with your shoulders. So for the hip thrust, You're gonna start here at the bottom. A lot of people start sitting depending on how high your bench is. For me, it's a little more elevated. So we're gonna come up here. Your knees are gonna be approximately shoulder width apart. We're gonna squeeze that core. And for our movement on the way up, we're gonna squeeze our glutes and our hamstrings. And we're gonna use that contraction to lift our bodies up here to form that nice straight line. We want to keep everything contracted, your core as well. On that inhale and exhale on the way down. We're going to come back up and use your chin to follow on your way down. Hip thrusts require no weight whatsoever when performing these at home. If you have access to a band or a barbell or even a dumbbell, you are able to add those onto your hips for added resistance, challenge, and to gain more strength. They're also a lot of fun because you don't just have to use both legs. You can now target single sides also and do them singly. So, give you an example really quick. Here's together, but if I notice that, my left side is a little bit weaker, I can take my foot off the floor here, and we have single leg hip thrusts as well to add into the mix. All right, so now we're moving on to exercise number 3. My third and final exercise that I always incorporate into my glute day is a fire hydrant. And for a fire hydrant, we're going down on the ground. Fire hydrants are awesome because they not only target your gluteus maximus and medius, but they also target your hips as well as your core and abdomen muscles. So, we're gonna come here on all fours in the tabletop position as such. We're gonna have our hands placed below our shoulders and our knees below our hips. And we're gonna have our toes flexed like this. We're gonna have our knees approximately shoulder width apart as well. And we're gonna be very cautious and mindful as to not arch our back like here. We don't wanna round it like this. We want a nice, flat, neutral spine. At the same time we create that neutral spine, we are squeezing our core and activating it, almost as if you're taking your belly button and pulling it to your spine, but I want you to really engage that lower core as well. So we're keeping our core nice and actively engaged. We are going to lift our leg, so our left leg is going first. We're gonna bring it 90 degrees up and to back down. We're gonna do our best not to move our spine and open up as we do it. We wanna keep a nice stable movement of lifting the leg open to the top and coming right back down. We squeeze our glutes at the top and bring it right back down. You're gonna do your best to keep that leg 90 degrees right over here. You don't wanna do a fire hydrant, squeeze your leg and open it. We wanna keep everything nice and stable as we do the lift on up and back down. These are fun because you can always, once you advance, add a band to them to create resistance. You can put a dumbbell on back of here, or you can play with it where you bring it to the top and you pulse, or you bring it to the top and you kick out and come back in and back down. You would switch legs to even everything out while you do your fire hydrants. I guarantee if you add those 3 exercises we talked about into your leg day, your glutes are gonna be on fire, you're gonna even them out, and they're going to grow. Next time you want to have a little booty burn or you don't really know where to begin to grow your glutes, start with those 3 movements, okay? incorporate them in, and let me know what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment for more tips, exercises, and tricks coming your way with Aly Nicole Fit.